Welcome back to the deep dive. Today, we're jumping into something really practical. How to quickly tell if an online store, maybe one like cozyglowing.com that pops up in your feed, is legit or just a scam waiting to happen. You see a great deal, you want to know fast. So, our mission, give you that quick checklist. We've looked at how these operations work to pull out the key red flags, the things you can spot before you even think about pulling out your wallet. Okay, let's start with the first big test, identity.
Exactly. It's all about, external verification. Does this brand actually have a life outside its own slick website? First thing you do, search for them. Google, Instagram, YouTube, anywhere else.
Right.
If you find absolutely nothing, like zero presence for a brand claiming unique products, that's a major, major warning sign right there.
Okay, but hang on. What if it's just a tiny new business? Maybe they haven't, built up a big social media following yet. How do you tell that apart from a scam?
That's a great point. And that leads to the second part of the identity check, the site's own foundation. Look right down at the bottom, in the footer. A real business, even a small one, needs legal basics.
Like terms and conditions, privacy policy.
Precisely. If there's no company name, no clear terms, no policy, or maybe just some generic text that looks copied and pasted, that lack of a proper legal structure, that's the tell. Small is fine, anonymous isn't.
Got it. So check outside, then check the footer basics. Okay, assuming they sort of pass that, what's next? Visuals, tech stuff.
Yeah, the visual and technical side. Scammers are, well, notorious for just lifting product images from elsewhere, so get suspicious. Zoom in on those product photos.
What am I looking for when I zoom?
Look for flaws. Like maybe a brand tag is clearly missing where it should be, or you see a faint watermark from a different company they forgot to crop out. Or the color and size options seem weirdly generic, almost fake, because they don't actually have the stock.
Makes sense. And the tech side?
Oh, definitely. A couple things here. First, the absolute basic. The little padlock icon in your browser bar, SSL security. If that's missing and your browser flags it as not secure,
Yeah.
just leave.
Right.
Seriously. Especially if the site looks polished. Other ones, it's either incompetence or worse, intentional. And also, just how does the site feel? Is it glitchy? Does it break on your phone?
Yeah.
That suggests they cut corners, didn't build it properly.
Okay, so poor function, no padlock, weird images, all warning signs. Now let's get to the tricky part when they actually ask for money, the transaction traps.
Right. And here's something interesting. The pricing. Look out for really odd uniformity. Like almost everything on the site is priced at exactly $29.99 or $59.99.
Uh-huh. Why is that a flag?
That often points to a couple of things. Maybe they're using automated software just flooding the site with fake listings, or it's a psychological trick making everything seem like a simple, great deal. But that level of consistency, especially if the prices are super low, very suspicious.
And the actual checkout process.
Yeah, watch out for pressure. If you add something to your cart and suddenly there are all these like flashing timers pushing you to buy now.
Teensy tactic.
Exactly. Or if when you go to pay, it redirects you to some strange, unfamiliar payment page. Or starts asking for unusual methods like, I don't know, crypto. That's a huge danger signal. It feels like a grab-and-run operation.
Okay, last check. Social proof. We need to know if actual people use this site, right?
Absolutely. And the key here is independent proof. Don't just rely on the reviews plastered on their own site. Look for real customer photos, genuine comments, maybe unboxing videos you can find elsewhere on YouTube, forums, Reddit, whatever.
So if all the reviews on their site are glowing 5 stars, maybe repetitive?
Then they're probably fake, automated, or just made up. You need evidence you can verify away from their platform. Ask yourself, can I find actual customers talking about this place somewhere else? Are their delivery promises vague with no mention of, like, known shipping companies? For a new, unknown brand, that's unlikely to be legit.
You can check the domain age too, right?
Yes, definitely do a quick domain lookup. If the site was only registered, say, 3 months ago and has zero established history anywhere else, that lack of track record makes it inherently untrustworthy.
Okay, so let's wrap this up. The key takeaway for you listening. If a deal online seems almost too good to believe, pause. Run through this mental checklist, identity check, site quality and transaction check, and the social proof check. Do it before you click buy.
And it leaves us with a final thought, really. When you encounter a site that looks incredibly sleek, really professional, designed to inspire trust, how much should you rely on that aesthetic versus doing the work to verify the actual company behind it? Something to definitely mull over next time you find that amazing online deal. Stay sharp out there.